Hello Knight here, welcome back to Empire Total War, playing the Darthmod, up to episode 44 I believe. I think we've just had the end turn flyby, so we're going to continue our economic warfare against the French, to speed things up. Just destroy this port. Had a couple of battles in the previous episode. Malta has fallen and we've destroyed the last, I think, of the Spanish field armies. We'll now be attacking Madrid. I don't think we're going to wait around, we're just going to attack their forces. We'll probably lose quite a few troops, but we're going to attack them straight away. We're not going to wait 5 turns. Just need to go once more, maybe twice more. Let's have a look. That's the end of that. Let's move that units, those ships back. Just need to destroy this again and move into that port. Right, that's fine. Don't think there's anything more. Oh, there is. Now, what shall I build in? We haven't got a fantastic amount of public order, so I think I'm going to produce coaching in. Getting plenty of money in. It's really only public order that will worry me here. Got another ship here, which we're going to bring down. Can he reach? He can reach this fleet, can't he? It's moving down to here. I'm going to move some more ships down to this fleet. This fleet is going to go fight the Portuguese fleet that's in this theatre. So away they go. This fleet is going to fight the Portuguese that are in West Africa. And I think we've already got a fleet, or a couple of ships rather, that have just arrived, yeah. It's got those two guys, they're going to come into here. I think we've got 2, the Bluebird, Newton, we've got Skylark, Imperial Eagle and the Intrepid. That should be enough to take out these 2 guys, no problem at all. In this area there's a couple of ships here, a couple of Portuguese ships. And in this area there's quite a few ships actually. I think it's probably about 14 ships. We've got 4 galleons, and obviously we've now got that fleet coming towards them. It'll take a couple of turns maybe to get there. And do you want to recruit any more? Nope. Nope. Any construction? Going to build. Going to build. I think we'll build. We're going to build the Royal Observatory. Okay, so we've got some ships here that are guarding our ports. We're going to get some more. Going to get 4 more ships that will come and join this fleet here. Sorry, this fleet here. Be 4 more ships, and they'll be attacking that fleet. Quite a difficult fleet to beat, but obviously we'll be getting 4 more ships to add to that, so that'll make a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 ships against 9, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But they're not all up to full strength. We should be able to take them quite easily. Here we've got the Boxer is blockading the Mediterranean. I'm just going to move these ships in here and destroy this. Okay, that should be gone, which it is. Let's move out. The Spanish only have 4 territories left. They have Santa Fe, which we're manoeuvring to attack fairly shortly. We're going to attack Spain, and they have Milan, obviously Sardinia. This army here, can it move out? Probably not yet, actually. Let's have a look. No, -7. We're still rebuilding that at the moment. It's going to have to stay there for a turn or so. And we're rebuilding this port as well. And we own Naples. Right, okay, I'll quickly go over to North America. We're just setting up things ready to attack the these guys. We're going to move down a bit closer to them. We're going to have to attack the Portuguese at some stage because our victory conditions encompass Gibraltar. We have to capture Gibraltar. Let's go to North America. Let's see what's going on over here. I'm going to fight that battle in Spain first, I think. I think we can actually afford to send some of these units back to Great Britain, actually. We're going to move this army here up to the Bahamas. We've got a gentleman here as well, haven't we? Agent. Yeah. Can we move him ashore? Let's get a bit closer to find out what's going on. So we've got the Navy here, 3 ships. Let's move those 2 out. Where's the agent? He's still here. There he goes. Okay, so I think we were trying to move him up to Hartford, weren't we, last time? Let's have a look. Can this ship do it? Let's move out of the way. Okay, I think he can probably move now. Has he got the agent on board? He should have. It doesn't show, but let's have a look. Let's move him up to here. Let's move this ship out a bit. See if we can move the guy up to here. Well, he doesn't seem to have the agent on board, so where is he? Where is this agent? I'm having real trouble finding him. He seems to have disappeared. That was obviously a glitch, isn't it? There's obviously a glitch in the program. Anyway, let's concentrate on the army, which is really what I wanted to deal with. I'm going to send these guys back. What we'll do is we'll use the move on to the 5th rate, and we'll go straight back. Let's go to the Azores, back to Europe. That's all those artillery going back to Europe, and I think we've got a rake which we want to bring down to here, and we've already got a rake in here. Yeah. What we're going to do is move this ship up to here, to Louisbourg. So here we're going to have Navy with 1 agent, 1 rake. We're going to send this ship around, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to send it round here to collect this guy, the other agent. Yeah, and then this ship will act as a transportation to take them back to Europe, back to Great Britain or Spain. Here, what do we need to do here? Let's move that guy back in there. Oh, now he's got an agent. That guy has an agent now. Let's move this guy up to New York. It just doesn't seem to be showing him on board the ship when he's on the ship. So he's a rake. So we want him to be taken to... Let's take him off actually, so we can see what we're doing. It's getting very confusing for me, and for you probably. So we've got a rake on board that ship, but it doesn't show. We've got a rake on board this ship, but it doesn't show. We've got a rake there. So at some stage we're going to be moving all these 3 rakes back to Great Britain. Right, it's getting rather confusing. With that ship there, Should now be transporting some of these guys back. Can we move forward to move these out? I don't think we can yet actually. Let's rebuild that. The army's replenished. The army's still replenishing at the moment. Okay, and he's got a large group there. Right. What we're going to do, we've sorted out France's ports. So he's not getting anything, he can't build ships. We've attacked Marseille. And the Mughals are doing a good job on the Spanish ports. Right. Let's have a go at taking out these guys. What I'm going to do, there's not much point in having a lot of cavalry. I'm going to be attacking a fortress, I think. Yeah, it's definitely a fortress. So we're going to move the cavalry out. We're going to move some artillery in. We're going to make a siege army up, basically. Got lots of artillery. Move that guy out, and that guy. They're not particularly good units for melee attack. Let's move them in. Right, move these guys in. We're going to move these two guys out because they've suffered some losses. Okay, going to move him out. Yeah. Okay. Now what we're going to do is leave him in. What I'm going to do is amalgamate some of these units to give us full strength units. Some of these grenadier units. Okay. That's better. Okay. Now we'll move that unit out, move them into there. That's better. Right, now we can move some full strength units in. Yeah, that's better. Move that unit in. And that unit. Okay, so this will be the besieging army. We haven't really got any cavalry at all in it. Going to place this general with our better Ethan Dundas, who's Lord Dundas of Arcot. He's a veteran of India. He's got quite a lot of cavalry. Okay. Right, sorry about all the fiddling around. I want to get this right. Okay, so we've got two armies. This army's besieging. We're going to move to attack straight away. He's got one 8-inch mortar. He's got a lot of garrison line infantry, which are quite good. Militia. So, although it says we're well in advance on the power meter, it's still going to be quite a difficult battle. I will actually still bring my cavalry on first. Actually, because I'm hoping we'll have holes in his fortress by the time that the infantry will have done their job. Even if I need to bring on reinforcements, we'll bring on cavalry first, rather than infantry. Okay, let's attack the guy. It's been an interesting battle. I don't often like to attack fortresses when they haven't been reduced to some extent. Puts up the number of troops that you lose. So I think we're on turn 66. I think we're probably about a third of the way through the whole game. This is turn 66 itself, and it's episode 44. So I'll probably fight this battle and then have a look and see what we're going to do with Spain. I'm assuming we're going to win this battle, but it's just that we may lose quite a lot of troops. Yeah, I'm thinking at the moment, I think I mentioned in the last episode that I'll probably give it to Austria. Austria are a good ally, and you've got to have someone to trade with. It's no use having nobody who's going to trade with you. So it looks as if it will be going to Austria. Let's have a look. Well, that looks a fantastic place to put up some artillery. I can attack from two positions, I think. It's always best to when you're besieging. It seems to confuse the AI slightly more. Let's group these guys together. So we've got two batteries. There's the one in this area here. Where are we going to put the other one? Can we put them up on this hill over here? Because that's a nice place to be, actually. Looking at that, can we fire down? I think we're not going to be on the brow of the hill there, to be honest. Oh, I don't know. That's quite a nice place to fire on him from. I think I'd rather try the other side of the deployment zone, around this side. Let's have a look. See what we've got round here. This is alright. Just here's not too bad. Can't fire into his fortress, but we can certainly affect. If we had howitzers, that would be handy actually. I should have moved those howitzers back from Spain. Another regiment there. We'll move the cavalry here, rather the Lord Dundas's unit. We're going to put them as far back as we can. We don't want them being shelled by. Can't get him to deploy. There we go. We'll put him back as far as we can. May even put him back a bit further, to be honest. We don't want him to be shelled by the mortars. 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 6 around this side. 6 infantry assault battalions, kind of like stormtroopers. We need the artillery to do their job first and smack down the walls and do as much damage as possible. And to have these 3, 4, 5, 7. These over the other side. So it's best to attack from 2 flanks, I think, with fortresses, and we're probably going to come in over here. So I don't want to. We're going to have a bit of a barrage first, so you'll have to bear with me whilst we destroy as much as we can. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's smack some walls down. Do the same over here. To attack. Oh, he's firing at me. Can he reach me? Oh, he's firing on my artillery. So he can't do much in the way of damage to my units. They're not under fire. So that's a good start. 20% damage. He isn't going to come out, I don't think. If he does, we'll have to move up pretty quick. Just need to move a little bit faster. Doing well. Here we go. He's firing back. Is he firing at my infantry? Wow, that's a huge range those guns have. I'm going to have to move up, I think. We are going to move up because that's quite a distance to come, and I think the walls will be down soon. You don't want to be too bunched up. Let's move these guys. I didn't realise how far those artillery units can fire. Spread out. How's this artillery doing? Are they firing at all? Doesn't seem to be firing there. I'm sure I clicked on them to fire. Let's continue the bombardment anyway. So it's going to be a bit of a artillery duel for a while until we can actually get into the. Although he looks as if he's abandoning the. Yeah, I think he's abandoning the battlements. He's going down into the. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Might be able to take out some of these troops here if we're clever. Let's see if we can cause a bit of damage here. Let's turn the firing wheel back on. This is I have a lot of trouble controlling my artillery, to be honest. That's 51% damage. We need a couple of breaches, I think, in the wall. To send these guys. I don't want to run them because that will wear them out. So it's a question of slow march towards the these guys. They're still maintaining presence on the battlements, so we need to. Why are we not firing? What's going on here? Are we out of range or something weird? Oh, these guys, let's fire. Let's get them to fire on here. These guys to fire on here. Okay, here we go. That's better. I think he's moving down from the battlements now, isn't he? Yeah. We need to keep moving up. These guys are need to move a little bit faster, I think. Coming from that flank. I'm gonna, just in case he comes out, we're gonna move up some grenadier guards through this woodland here. We're suffering from damage now. We need to keep moving forwards. Keep moving forwards. I think his mortars will have trouble hitting us. But we are just going to have to take the losses, to be honest. There's nothing we can do about that. Doesn't seem to be doing much damage to this guy at all. Oh, that's why. Get them to fire on them. That's better. Get some more damage here. It's a nice bit of judgment as to when the walls fall and your infantry are on their way there. We need to do both. We need them really to arrive at basically the same time. We're starting to get a few hits now on our troops. Yeah, I don't want to run them because by the time they get to the fortress they'll be tired. Need to keep moving up. Wall coming down yet? 58%. Okay, we could do some damage over here if we can knock that wall down. 11%. Could do with that falling a bit quicker. Keep moving forward, guys. Can't afford to just stand still because you're going to be shelled into non-existence. Don't think we can actually hide down here, to be honest. Let's try, let's run. We might be out of shell shock a bit behind this hill. Not going to move your Lord Dundas up yet. How are these troops doing? And the mortars are coming into play now. We need to move quite quickly. These guys continue to come towards this side of the fortress. %. How are these guys doing? I'm having a lot of trouble with these units actually just firing. They don't seem to want to fire. Which, if you're involved in an artillery duel, it's a bit of a pain. We need to break those walls down. I don't want to be climbing them. Saying that, we're actually getting quite close now. Going to run the last bit so we can come up this. Need to climb up the walls. We're going to get these three guys to, or are these units to actually go up the generals here, and then hopefully we'll get this wall knocked down. It's only 58% damaged at the moment, so we've mistimed that. It doesn't appear as if my artillery's doing its job properly. Is he going down from these battlements? I don't think he is he? Right, we need to climb up here. Climb up here. Climb up here. We're going to run those guys now. Okay, let's go for it. So all these units are grenadier units, so they have quite good strength. Very disappointed in my artillery. It doesn't seem to be doing very much at all. It's still 11%. I don't think they're actually firing. This makes it a bit difficult to win a battle against people if the artillery aren't doing their job. Oh, we're through here, so that's good timing. These guys are going to come through. These guys are going to climb up. These guys need to climb up as soon as possible. Right, things are moving on now. I'm going to start to get the siege underway properly. We're underneath their walls. I think his mortar is quite ineffective then. Going to run these guys. They shouldn't be too tired. Just going to form up here for the moment. I think he's trying to. My guys will be on top of the. Oh, someone's routing. Need to move a bit quicker. Let's run. Let's move up. Yeah, we're suffering quite a lot of hits here. He's coming out to fight me now. Let's move up my general to attack these guys. Artillery is still going to be firing. Don't know whether we can reach those guys or not. Right, we're going to have to just melee our way through these guys. Need to get down, I think, and attack these mortars as soon as possible. Get rid of them. They're still causing damage to me. Building captured. This is good. Things are starting to take off. Winning. Okay, building captured. These guys are going to put on guard mode. Trying to block my entrance there. Yeah, I haven't been pleased with my artillery. Don't seem to have done very much at all, to be honest. We've got the gates now, so we're going to bring the general round. He's our main. We've got this grenadier unit as well. They're starting to go. He's only garrison militia, so in theory my troops should be able to take them on. Yeah, we've already got the control of the capture zone. It's full circle there for some reason. Full circle, full square. So the enemy general has been killed. Let's have a look and see what's going on down here. These guys are doing alright. These are only provincial militia, so we should be able to take those out. They're tired. We're fresh still at the moment, guys. Okay. We're going to form up there, and we're going to bring these units, the Irish Guards, down. I should be giving him a... Yeah, I should be giving them a volley actually soon. So garrison militia there that we haven't attacked. So Lord Dundasat will come through the gate now, as we actually own the gate. Only 30 more seconds. Oops. Let's move back over onto here. Make sure we still retain control of the zone. 15 seconds left. Let's attack these guys. This will hopefully keep my losses down if we can end it quickly. Yeah, we're doing very well actually. Oh, that should be it, shouldn't it? If we've captured it. It's not. Oh, there we go. We'll end the battle. Alright, victory. I'm sure we've lost a lot of men, but we'll see how we're doing. Have a cup of tea. Gosh, we lost 790 men. That's a lot. Okay, I'm going to close that down. Right, so what are we going to do here? I think we're going to give it to Austria. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get peace with Spain, because they've only got 3 territories left. I'm sure they'll be willing to do it. Let's have a word with them. We can always attack them in 4 or 5 goes time. There won't be any problem. We'll request peace. So I think we want off them. Like the flying shuttle, I think. And we want Santa Fe, actually. That's what we want. New Mexico, rather. Right, so let's have a look at that. We'll give them a peace treaty if they give us New Mexico, the flying shuttle, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they'll sit still for that. And they do. And they're so grateful. That's excellent. Right, that's good. Austria, we're going to give, actually, are they at war? They're at war with Portugal, France, Spain, Prussia, practically everyone. Genoa, Portugal. That might be a little bit awkward, but we're going to do it because I think unless we do, Austria only has 1 territory left as far as I can see, so they'll go out of existence. So we're going to give, yeah, we're going to do that. We want the Austrians. They've been good allies. Military alliance 200. Yes, we're going to do that and give them Spain. So we might be able to get some technology from them. Let's try that. We'll try that and see. Maybe we give them. I'll give them a payment as well. We'll offer them. We'll offer them 447. Just as a sweetener, we'll see. Oh, gosh. He's about to go out of existence, so he doesn't want to accept that. Okay, alright, we'll give him Spain. Give him Spain. And we'll still try and get something from him. Let's try that. Oh, well, we got some technology out of him, so that's good. Yeah, 127. And in fact, what we're going to do is give him some money to improve his area as well. See if we can get Poland, Lithuania with a trade agreement. I really don't have to worry about their naval ambitions, so we'll try that. Oh, good. Things are going well actually. Diplomatically, we're still thoroughly hated by these countries. France will be the next to go. Oh, actually, Portugal and then France. Spain, they still hate us, so first opportunity they get, they'll attack us. What's happened to Santa Fe there? So region captured Spain. So there's nothing we can do here. Oh, I thought for a moment the Mughal were at war with them. That would have been a bit embarrassing. Right. Okay, let's replenish, get ready for the campaign against the Portuguese. Quite some heavy losses. We're going to stand by the capital. We've got those artillery coming over from America, haven't we? We've got still got some troops in here we can move down. Well, might be worth keeping a few troops there just to keep things sweet. Although it's 7, that's quite good. That's very good, in fact. Don't think I need to worry too much about that. So it's preparation for the war against the Portuguese. He's got quite a few stacks. They're all depleted to some extent, more or less. These are actually not too bad nick, actually. So I think Austria may well bounce back. They need to repair their ports, and then we can get some trade with them. And if the Portuguese try anything, we might have to sort of spring into action straight away. It's possible. We might have to actually attack them straight away. Excuse me. Okay, they've got a school and everything, the Austrians. So they should be around as an ally for a bit longer. Right, I don't need to do anything more in Europe, I don't think. Can't upgrade anything in Great Britain at the moment on the economic side. Let's just have a look at our ministers. Is there anyone who we can move about? The justice guy isn't up to much, is he? The head isn't really. Well, I don't know. It's not much better, is it? It's really the same. Well, they're mediocre, but I don't want to kick anyone in case we get worse. And they're quite popular, actually, this government. They're not going to do anything. So look at the royal family. She's married to George. There's lots of Georges. Oh, there's a Louise now. Okay. Right. Okay, can I build anything more up here? I think we checked that, haven't we? There's nothing more really I want to build. On the science side, we're doing okay. We have 3 establishments now doing science. Let's go to India. Don't think there's anything I want to do here at the moment. We're fully prepared to attack the Portuguese if they do try anything. Mysore's an ally, and so is the Mughal Empire. We're not doing any upgrading in India at the moment. We'll do that when we prepare for the final phase, which will be attack on the Mughal Empire. And go back to North America. Got a priest here, or a religious guy moving down. He's going to move down towards Bogota in that area. Here we now control this. Yeah, so that's very good. We need to repair this that we destroyed rather foolishly, and we're going to move to the coast with this army. It's still replenishing at the moment. Let's make sure they're all fully replenished. Now we can start moving troops back now, actually. Yeah, certainly move an army back. Let's move them up to there. We've got 1 unit in Boston, I believe. It's going to take a while. Going to take 2 howitzers back. Take them back to Great Britain. And what are we going to do here? We're going to leave these troops. Probably be taking, probably the yeomanry will stay as well in. They'll be part of the army that's going to stay as a garrison force. These 2 will definitely stay as a garrison force because they're only. I think that Gilbertson will be the general who will stay. I think is this, yeah, Brutus is too good a general. We're going to definitely bring him back to Britain. Some of these infantry that don't have any experience we'll be keeping in. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we still need to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more troops. 3. Let's have a look in this army. This is quite an experienced army. I don't really want to leave these guys. We'll leave the cavalry. The cavalry can join this army, so we want 3 more guys to go in there. We haven't got a lot of artillery, have we? 2. I'd like to have 3, I think. We'll have 3 units of artillery. And we've got... let's have a think. Yeah, we need 2 more units. Maybe 2 more line units, colonial line units. Yeah, anyway, I'll move these guys on. Okay, so we've got the beginnings of our army that's going to stay in the Americas and be the army that will garrison it. Yeah, so we've got 1 more unit we need to put in there. Right, well that'll be one of these. So we can move these guys back, send them back to Europe, if we can get across to there. Let's move this ship out. You can reach, I think. Move them in. Okay, good. Let's move this ship out. Move this ship in. Don't think we can quite reach, can we? Let's have a look. That's a shame. Oh, we're very close. Very close. But anyway, we'll be on our way. It's still quicker than leaving them there in the Americas for another turn. So these will be joining the armies in Spain. Ready for the attack on Portugal. And these will go back into here. Okay, that's what I want to do on sort of the military side. We'll just have a look at the economic side. We'll go through upgrading some of these territories again. Just whiz through. Then we'll start on the roads once we've actually done all of these. Moses are waiting on developments in the science side now. Almost there, aren't we, by the looks of it? Oh, we got a warehouse. Got a few more things we can develop. And of course we've got those rakes as well that are coming from Canada and that area to go back to Europe. Provide us with some... I don't want to upgrade that university because that's causing unrest in Boston, so we're not going to do that. I'll just check the ports now once we've actually done this. As we're getting close to saturation. Ah, got a new... Right, craft workshop, I think. Coffee, ironworks, clearances, sugar again, sugar. I think that's it. That's all we can do. But we must nearly be there. Actually, I would think it will be roads in the next turn. Right. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. It seems to me that things are now sorted out in North America and South America. We're just going to be upgrading. We'll have 1 army probably in the Bahamas and a couple of ships to move them around to defend the theatre. India is kind of parked at the moment. We're not doing anything until we actually attack the Portuguese Empire. We're positioning our ships all around the various trade theatres at the moment where these Portuguese have ships. In Europe, things are moving apace. France will be the next on the list after we've conquered Portugal. Portugal, I think I'm going to give to the Ottomans. I think they're quite friendly with Austria. They're allied to them, so I don't think they're going to attack them. They don't share a border with them anymore, or shortly they won't. So things should be okay. In fact, Ottomans are getting a bit of a licking actually from the Russians by the looks of it. Their territories have gone down quite a lot. Bulgaria and I think Serbia. So they may be in a bit of trouble. Okay, well things have moved on as well diplomatically. We're not quite hated so much as we were. Right, I'm going to call the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep up with the episodes. Can't wait for the next episode where we attack the Portuguese. And keep well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.